Yeah.
He's my cousin.
He's having a great year this year. Yeah, he's playing great.
For him to play with you guys.
That was a good. I'm glad they made that decision.
Yeah, and he was really happy.
All right, we're live on YouTube. Up, hold on. Might have just had a glitch. There we go. We should be live. If you want to check the YouTube channel, just make sure we're going. It says we got 13 viewers, so I think we're live and ready to rock. Boys are lining up on the bench. Got to get the scoreboard out though, action, John. That's what I'm getting. The iPad.
How can I, and this applies to our viewers at home, how can I set this channel to be like my preferred start position?
So if you come into that, oh, that's the wrong, I'll go to this though. Load. Right here. And I think we could go to here. I don't know, to be honest with you. But if you come down here, you should be able to see we're live right here.
Here we are.
Click on that one. There are 2 channels going live right now. The B2s are streaming right now. So they're also live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some afternoon hockey here from Breezy Point Arena. Unofficial sponsor today of the game is the Commander. Again, I've had the duck wontons now 3 times this weekend.
Have you?
They're very good.
I did their wings with the sweet chili sauce on them today. They were pretty good.
That's the second time you've gotten wings, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm a wing guy. I love wings.
We had a pretty good presence. Most of the fans were there, straddled around the end of the bar, getting ready for today's game. So what do we know about OWATONNA, Billy?
I just looked up. I know they did get beat. Get this scoreboard deal off there. Let's see if I can get. I do know that they lost to Faribault, same as us. They have a fairly good team though. They're ranked 20th in state, which is better than us. Obviously, we're 24th or 25th. So they are ranked better. So they're going to be a tough team. You know, they tied Anoka once when they lost to Anoka. They've lost to Faribault's part of their district. So they've lost a couple of times to Faribault. It'll be a tough team. They look big over here.
They look like they're either 4 foot or 6 foot.
I mean, number 5 could have driven here.
Yeah.
Actually, 61 is ginormous. They got a lot of big boys. Farm-grown country boys.
Farm-grown country boys, corn-fed.
So I think they're going to be fast. I think they're going to be hard-hitting, aggressive style, and my kind of hockey. I actually like that. So,
well, let's get our little fast, talented crew here. They got the blacks on. The boys are excited.
Yeah. I took a picture by the lake today, and right before the game started here, basically. And
I am happy to report I was able to recover my credit card.
Were you?
Yep, you had it at the front desk.
Where did you leave it?
I left it at Dockside last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least they put it at the front desk then for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's not about $1,000 worth of extra bar tabs on there.
I haven't checked the charges. Well, I mean, again, I'm a big fan of this tournament weekend. I give it a 9 out of 10. The only way I hold it back for a 9 is the lack of hot water in the morning.
Oh yeah, it was
a hot shower would have been nice.
I actually had hot water yesterday, and today though I woke up and it was cold. Not a pleasant shower to start off the day, although it wakes you up. Let's take a look at how we got here. We'll go over the schedule that we face coming into today. We're actually playing for the 5th place game. It'll load. I don't know why it's on this struggle side. Here we go. So obviously on Friday we pulled off a win in the last minute, 4-3 against Chisago. Then yesterday morning we had a 5-0 loss against Faribault. And yesterday afternoon we squeaked again by and got another 4-3 win and an overtime shootout. And just squeaked that one by, and that brings us into today. We're going to play for 6th. We'll be playing against OWATONNA. Those tiebreakers probably came into a factor as to why we're not in the 3rd place game
today.
The
goal differential for sure. We needed a 4 or 5 more goal differential to get into that 3rd place game.
And that was the number 1 tiebreaker. So we are where we are now, and
you know, I enjoy the shootouts. It allows the goalies to showcase some of their talent. And from Ike and Drew, we got to see some hands on those boys. That was fun to watch.
I'd agree. Well, they get the buzzer. They're going to clean up the ice, and we'll be underway. I think everybody's looking to be done. Actually, to be honest with you, John, selfishly, I was a little bit okay with us doing the 5th place game because that means we get to play now versus the later or the better of positions you get. You have to go. The championship game doesn't start till like 3:30 or something. I mean, we'd be getting home to 7 o'clock at night probably after everybody's done.
I always say I like to come home early on Sundays, but I'll stay for the championship.
I would have too.
I'll stay for the championship.
Liam again with his...
one more plug for the Commander. I just want to ask how the prime rib was last night.
It was great. A little grayer than I would like. I would have liked to see the medium rare a little bit more rare, but it was tender and it was delicious. Liam liked it too.
It feels warmer in here today.
It does. It feels way... Actually, I can feel the heat.
Yeah.
That's why. Jake Oswald's going to be taking that, obviously.
Number 2,
Max Peterson at D. Start us off.
Number 4,
Joseph Ross.
Number 9, William Pitzel.
Will Pitzel will be taking the first line.
18, William Stewart.
Will Stewart.
49, Michael Charlstrom.
Michael Charlstrom. I don't know what she just said, but it wasn't Charlstrom. And the rest of the Macau, or whatever Dan came up with for our team.
Macau!
The catbirds.
Catbirds. Bird cats.
Number 27, Dak Renfro. 41, Lucas Wickles. And number 61, Reed Magna.
Surprised they don't do the national anthem.
Yeah, did they do it before the first game?
No, they
Not
didn't do
even
any
once.
national anthems.
They got to stay on schedule up here.
But they do the announcements for the starting lineup, and then they don't do the national anthem. It's kind of a disappointment. And they got the light show going and everything.
Liam looks like he wants to play today.
He does. He's fired up. He's excited to come into this morning.
Let's see if Will can get his face-off win percentages up today. Yesterday was kind of a rough day.
Today's the day. I feel it, John. Face-off again will be taken by Will Pitzel. Then Stewart and Ross are out there with him. Charlstrom and Peterson back at D. Face-off one aggressively straight back. See a face-off win there. Goes back. OWATONNA quick to get there, though. Centers, they just can't get a shot off. Stewart's going to pick this up. He carries it into the zone, or chips it in, but OWATONNA comes back up with it. They chip it back out of the zone. Goes over to Max. Max redirects. Sends one to center ice, but that's going to go back to OWATONNA. OWATONNA is going to dump it into the zone. They come through. Shot and saved by Jake. Rebound lands in front of him, and he gets his glove down on that, and they get a whistle.
Okay, that's good. Build a little confidence with the first save of the game. That's good for Jake.
Defensive zone draw. Pitzel will remain in the face-off circle. OWATONNA wins this one back. Shot from the point, right into the belly of Jake. He lets it go, though. Pops out. Max grabs it. Throws it over to Pitzel, who is way up here. Nobody on their D caught that. Pitzel tries to center. Owatonna gets a stick on it. Gets deflected into the corner. Goes back around the far side boards as Owatonna carries it back out. Chalstrom slows their progression, but they're still able to come into the zone. Centering attempt. Shot goes wide. Comes to the near side board. Pitzel's there. Sends it around the back of the goaltender. Ross had lost his stick and had to pick it up. Stewart trying to get it out of the zone at the blue line. They're able to do so, but Owatonna maintains possession. They bring it back in. Michael grabs it, throws it back into the neutral zone, but Owatonna picks it back up, and they're going to bring it to the offsides, and we get another whistle. We're up to 16 viewers on this game so far, John.
Okay, we got our core group is back.
Our core group seems very consistent. We got the music rocking. Ike's got mismatching socks going here today. I don't know what's going on there. He's got a white and a black sock. Puck comes back into our zone. Jake has it dribble right in front of him. He just decides to cover.
Little Johnny Cash.
I love it.
Going away from the 80s rock.
Stone is in the face-off circle, wins it straight back, goes back to Carlin. Carlin throws it up the near side boards. Owatonna intercepts, though, tries to cut out in front, but Stone's there. Boys continue to battle. Owatonna comes up with it temporarily, and Isaac is able to chip it out of the zone, but Owatonna maintains possession. They send it near side. Krause is quick to get on that. Isaac picks it up, throws it down our direction. Stone trying to cut through, but Owatonna's temporarily disrupts them, but boys continue to battle. Owatonna finally able to get it, bring it back into the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass, brings it back in. Krause is there. He's pushing him into the boards. Continues to battle. Owatonna steps in and supports. Another player grabs it, cycles it away on the outside boards. Drops it to the D. The D gives it back into the corner, but it's intercepted by Carlin. Carlin looking for a passing option, had it stripped from behind. Stone steps in to help out, grabs it, brings it back behind Jake. Stone's going to carry it out through the neutral zone, carries it into the zone. Cuts over wide, looking for options. Owatonna's pressuring him. The kid's got about a 6-inch height advantage on Stone. That's not many
a big
kids
boy.
have that. Liam hit the blue line and went down immediately. Owatonna picks this up, carries it into the zone. Shot, glove down by Jake.
I mean, again, we're struggling to get shots on goal. Like, we don't have a shot on goal yet today. We're halfway through this period.
Yeah, boys got to dig deep and find this here. Face-off won by Schulte. Goes back to Vaughn. Liam now swoops in and grabs it. Looking for passing options, finds Gramzoni. Gramzoni gets it to Drew. Drew gives it a one-top pass back to Graham. Graham centers it. Oh, and Schulte had his stick lifted up in the air and couldn't get down to get a shot off. And they bring it back in, and we get the whistle for an icing. That was a pretty good shift there. That was a good play. Good drive. Coaches elected to leave the same grouping out there. That's like the...
that was a nice little offensive rush they put together.
Yeah, that was great. See if they can do it again. Schulte will be in the face-off circle again. He wins it straight over to Milic on the near side wing. Milic centers. They can't get anything on it. Comes back to the point. Vaughn takes a rip at it, but it goes wide. They drop it back. Gets it back over to Liam. Liam tries to hold the zone, but Owatonna grabs there. And it pops out to neutral ice. Vaughn swoops in, grabs it, dumps it into the zone. Owatonna gets a stick on it and gets it back out. Liam sends it near side to the boards. Owatonna's quick to get on that, and they drive it into the zone. Goes back behind our goaltender. Number 27 from Owatonna centers it. Gets disrupted by Drew. Saved by Jake as they had gotten a quick one-timer on that shot. Gramzoni passes it up to Schulte, and Schulte comes in, gets his stick held. Puck comes around to the near side boards. Stewart trying to hold the zone, able to do so temporarily, but Owatonna eventually gets it out of the zone here and brings it back in. Schulte picks it back up. He fires it, tries to hit Rob, Coach Rob. almost took his head off. I don't know what Rob did to him, but
quick reflexes by Pickett to get out of the way there.
Just ripped it. Good thing Pickett's no taller than he is. His height disadvantage did him well there.
Quick duck.
Pitzel battling in the face-off dot again, comes back to Charlstrom. Charlstrom tries to wrap it behind. It bounced off the post, or the back dasher boards, and I believe it bounced right back out in front.
I think it's stuck between Jake's legs.
Oh my gosh. Scary deal. I get what Charlstrom was trying to do. I don't think that was what it intended to be.
Let's spring a Panther here. Let's spring Stu here out to the neutral zone.
Face-off, one back to OWATONNA. Shot blocker, deflected back over by Jake. Stewart picks this up. He exits the zone with speed, comes in. Works past one defender, able to get it deep, but OWATONNA comes back up with it. And they're going to skate it back our direction. Max and Charlstrom back to defend. Max forces him wide. Shot. Jake deflects it into the corner. And the puck bounces out of the arena. And
now they're shooting for Carlin over there.
Yeah. You got to get everybody, you know. Take your aggression out on the coaches today.
A lot of reaching in big loops by Will Pitzel. He's got to skip back to starts and stops here.
Well, he's got another opportunity. He's going to take the face-off. Battling for it in the circle. Puck pops out behind our goaltender. Carlin sends it around the near side boards. Scramble on the near side boards to try to get it by Ross and Kraus. They eventually knock it out of the zone. I'm not certain how far it's going down. We can't see it, but it looks like he went the distance of the ice, and we get a whistle for icing. Coach is going to go back to Stone, Green, and Olsen as your offensive partners. Kraus and Carlin will remain on the ice.
Ignore everything!
Stone's in the face-off circle. He wins it straight back to Kraus. Kraus back there, rips it around the boards. Gets it to Green. Green gets it out of the zone. Stone got a tip on that, so we should not have an icing. I don't know.
I think it was on this side of the
on the wrong side of the ice, the red line. Bummer. Good play, though.
Good try. Stretch the ice out a little bit and get vertical.
Face off in the same circle. Stone will remain in there. Face-off comes back to OWATONNA. Shot from the point. Saved by Jake. Rebound goes back to the other point. Shot again and saved by Jake. Saved by Jake again as they rip it right from the center. And there's a scramble in front. And Jake comes up with a good save.
Well, OWATONNA is in control of this one here. We've been down in our D zone almost the whole first period.
Yeah, 6:28 left in the first period, and we've had nothing to show for this period. Stone will take the face-off again. He wins it straight back over to Kraus. So OWATONNA, though, comes up with it. They bring it back behind our goaltender, cycling it around. They dump it back behind the goaltender. Centers it out in front, but they just can't get anything on it. As Ike tries to grab it and pass it to Green. It gets intercepted by OWATONNA and brought back in. Kraus gets there, dumps it back out of the zone, and they're going to bring it back in off sides, and we get another whistle. New defensive pairing coming out, and it looks like forwards are changing also. So we're going to have Schulte, Gramzoni, Drew Milich, along with Von Norman and Liam Hamas. Back out on the ice. Face-off one back. Von battling to get there first. He's able to do so. He brings it back behind the goaltender, wraps it around the boards, gets it up to Gramzoni. Graham has his pocket pick here as OWATONNA gets it and tries to center. It bounces out of the zone, though. OWATONNA is going to pick it back up in the neutral ice. They try to dump it back in. Liam, though, intercepts, passes it cross ice over to Von. Von tries to hit Schulte center ice. Milich picks it up, carries it into the zone. Tries to pass it, fans on the pass attempt, though, and it goes into the corner. OWATONNA grabs a hold of this. They try to dump it out of the zone. Milich is there and able to hold. Not certain what's going on. There's a scramble here on the near side boards. OWATONNA finally comes up with it, carries it in, and Vaughn with a tremendous stick comes around, just strips him, backhanders it out of the zone to Gramzoni. We can't get a hold of that one, though, and OWATONNA is going to bring it back into the zone. Puck is forced into the near side corner. OWATONNA maintains possession. OWATONNA redirects back behind the goaltender, wraps it around. Oh, and a save by Jake. Goes into the far side corner. Schulte gets it, flips it high and out of the zone. No icing, but OWATONNA picks this up behind their goaltender. They bring it back in as we get some new players out on the ice. Puck goes back behind Jake, dropped the glass. Chalstrom tried to get it, tried to flip it, but loses it to OWATONNA. They try to center. Oh, but Ross got his stick on that and redirected it back behind Jake. Puck comes back out of the zone and is going to go.
That's OWATONNA. OWATONNA, didn't they sling that around?
I'm not certain. I missed who touched that one, but refs say it was us, so we're coming back for an ice.
Coming back.
Now they got the oldies going.
Yeah.
Pretty Woman.
Old country and some
like this.
Classic rock.
Pitzel take the face off. He wins it over to Stewart. Stewart carries it back behind Jake. He then redirects, comes back around. Pass it over to Pitzel. Pitzel's going to carry it through neutral ice. He drops it over to Stewart. Stewart drops it to Ross. Ross dumps it back behind the goaltender. Stewart's first to it. Being pressured back behind. It pops out to the near side corner. Ross picks it up, rings it around the back of the boards, but that's going to come out all the way. And Max not using his speed. I think he thought he didn't have to go hard. OWATONNA beat him to the race on that puck. Now there's a scramble. Puck goes back behind the goaltender. Stewart's going to be first to it. Leaves it to OWATONNA though. OWATONNA takes a shot. Jake's able to get a stick on this. Covers it up and we get the whistle.
Well, some pretty good movement in the neutral zone. I like, Will, Ross, and Stu trying to move the puck a little bit and find some space.
Stone will take the face-off on this one. He's got Ike and Green out there as his wingers. Kraus and Carlin. Face-off was won by OWATONNA and dribbles through to Jake. Jake makes an immediate save on that one. Stone again in the face-off. OWATONNA wins this. Shot, glove down by Jake. Another great save by Jake. He's keeping this in this game. Up to 20 viewers now.
It's a close game. It's a good one to watch.
OWATONNA drops it back to the point. Shot. And Jake comes up with a huge save on that one. Man, Jake is just dialed in right now. Clear vision. He looks like he's in command of this game right now. Stone will take the face-off again. Wins it over to Kraus. Struggle out in front. Shot goes wide of the net. Carlin back there to try to grab it. 41. I think he's a foot taller than him. Kraus with a good stick. Gets his foot on there. And actually, OWATONNA, I believe, is going to go for... Yeah, OWATONNA is going to go to the box. Probably for a slash. So he knocked... Kraus's, a slash is called. He knocked Kraus's stick straight out of his hands.
All right, first odd man opportunity here.
See if we can get our first shot on goal.
That would be nice.
Stone will take the face off here. Face-off's won. Ike goes flying through there trying to grab it. Kraus tries to hold his own. Misses, and it's a one-on-one. Carlin versus number 3. Carlin gets a stick on it. Drives it into the corner. Great play by Carlin. OWATONNA shorthanded holding our zone. Stone and Kraus battling for it. Puck bounces out, goes to Green. Green tries to throw it over to Ike. Passes off its mark though, and Ike can't hold on to that one. It goes back to OWATONNA. They're going to carry it into our zone. Carlin's going to be back over there. Gets a stick on it. Cycles it back over to Stone. Stone has it knocked off his stick. Stone grabs it. Able to backhand pass that up to Olsen. Puck goes over to the far side corner, and OWATONNA throws it out and hits his own player in the helmet.
A lot of pucks heading towards the bench over there.
Going straight off his helmet. New lineup coming out there. 43 seconds left of our power play with nothing to show. Not even a shot on goal. Boys need to wake up here. We have Schulte, Milic, Gramzoni, Norman, and Hamas out there. Schulte taking the face-off. Face-off won by OWATONNA. They're able to get possession of it, tried to get it out of the zone. Schulte swings in there and disrupts it. Milic picks it up, carries it in, takes a shot. Oh, and it's deflected off the shin pad of an OWATONNA player. Gramzoni grabs it, sends it right through the crease. Nobody's home. Schulte tries to take a slap shot from the corner, but he fanned on it. Puck comes out of the zone, and OWATONNA able to dump it all the way back in. Liam's going to pick it up, carries it back behind the goaltender, passes it over to Gramzoni. Graham dumps it out of the zone, but OWATONNA picks it back up, and they turn and bring it back into the zone. And a shot, oh, they get called on offsides here. And Jake had a beautiful save regardless from the point. Well, we're up to 20 viewers now. We slowly get more and more, John. Schulte will take the face-off again. Same lineup remains. Schulte wins it back. Liam grabs it, tries to pass it over. OWATONNA was quick to get there, though. Goes over to the far side borders. Liam cuts him off, grabs it. Redirects it back the other way. Vaughn supports, grabs it, loses it to his feet. He's able to regain possession of that, chips it up to Gramzoni, and Gramzoni gets it out of the zone. Oh, and the blue line got Schulte there as he blew an edge as he crossed in. Oh, shot on. Man, I don't know.
Hit the crossbar.
Man, that was a risky play. A rip there by OWATONNA. Hit the top left corner of the crossbar there, and Schulte picks it back up, carries it around. OWATONNA able to hold. Saved by Jake. 1 minute left. Bounces out front. Drew with a great play getting in there and helping out. All the boys look like they stayed up till like 3 in the morning here. Drew carries it in, drives it into the corner. No passing options at this point. OWATONNA pressures. They turn it over. Max able to hold the zone here at the blue line. Dumps it back behind the OWATONNA goalie. OWATONNA picks it up. Starts to carry it out of the zone, and he's got speed. He's able to get around Michael. Walks around, forced to the outside, goes back around, chips it out front, but Jake comes up with a save. 22 seconds left of the period. We could use the whistle and or the buzzer and a regroup.
Could use something.
An appropriate song here for us under pressure. Will Pitzel will be back in the face-off circle. Face-off's one back. Shot saved by Jake. Goes over to the far side boards. OWATONNA able to hold. Will Pitzel's going to pick it up.
Go, Stu. Stu, start flying.
Hits Ross. Ross can't clear it out of the zone as OWATONNA is able to go out, keep it in. OWATONNA drives it back into the corners, passes it right out in front. Out front, hits a skate, and we get the buzzer. Saved by the buzzer on that one as OWATONNA was pressuring us big time there.
Well, not our best period of hockey. Still no shot on goal, and Jake's getting his butt handed to him here.
He's getting his... yeah.
I don't know what Pickett and Carlin got in their bag of tricks, but they got to come up with something here in between.
They need everything they got. 21 shots on goal to 0 shots on goal.
We're getting beat to every puck. The boys just look lethargic.
Yep.
They're not helping in front. I mean, I'm not... It's time to turn this one around here if we want to leave with a little hardware.
They're determined to take 6th place today, it looks like.
Well, good start for Jake. He looks confident back there. And
21 shots on goal, and some were incredible shots. And Jake just stood tall, doesn't hesitate, in control all the time. Hopefully he can continue that into the second period because we're going to need it. It's pretty embarrassing that we have 0 shots on goal after a
0 shots on goal, and it's just
not even an opportunity. Really.
Not getting the good scoring opportunities.
Your starting lineup for the second period looks like it's going to be Will Pitzel, Stuart Ross out there as your forwards, Carlin and Krause out at D. Will Pitzel taking the face-off. Face-off one over to Ross. Ross trying to get it in the zone. Owatonna turns it over though and grabs it. They pass it over to the near side boards, pops off the boards. Hitzel comes flying in, grabs it, gets tripped by his own player. Carlin, I think, got a stick on his skate though, and he goes down. Owatonna is able to bring it back into our zone. Shot up and over, hits the glass behind Jake. Comes to the near side boards. Scramble on the boards. Hitzel swooping in to try to help out. Gets center, back to the point, shot. Oh, and Jake, I think, deflected that with his glove, went up and above and hit the glass again. Kraus battling, throws it out to the point. Owatonna skates right up the middle, shot and pad save, deflected back into the corner by Jake. Stewart picks this up, carries it out of the zone. Cuts through the middle, but trying to go through 4 Owatonna players, and it's just not going to happen. Owatonna passed it up, it comes back through. Shot, oh, and it goes wide of the net. Owatonna holding the zone though. They dump it back into the far side corner, centering it, and nobody's home there on that one. Owatonna's D can't hold. Has to bring it back out of the zone. They're going to have to regroup. They do a backhand pass and dump it back into the zone here. Kraus though nubs them off of it and forces a turnover. Stone banks it off the boards, gets it up to Ike. Ike has it stripped from him here on the boards. Puck bounces out to center ice. Stone gets it, dumps it into the zone. Green forechecking it, gets there first, able to dump it back behind. Stone grabs it, centers it for Ike. Just can't get anything. Ike trying to take a shot, but Owatonna got a stick on his stick, and they can't get anything off. Puck forced into the corner. Owatonna comes up with this. They bring it around. Run it to the near side, the far side board. They pop it out, and Liam's going to drop back and grab it. Oh, and Liam forces it at least wide, gets it back into the corner. Stone comes up with it, carries it out of the zone. Tries to cut through, goes back to Ike. Ike tries to take a backhand shot to center, but can't do it. Goes back to Green. Green tries to go to the middle to find Stone, but they can't do anything. And pops back out of the zone. Liam goes cross ice over to Vaughn. Vaughn brings it back over to Green. Green gives it back to Norman, but he wasn't ready for that. And it comes back our direction. Liam's going to hold the middle while Vaughn goes out front. Stone grabs it. Stone tries to pass it to Green. That's going to go to the distance of the ice. We'll end up getting an icing on that one.
23 shots to 0. Still, we don't have a shot on goal.
Yeah, not our best game. Pretty embarrassing.
We got, I mean, boys, snap to it here. Let's go.
New lineup will be out there. Schulte, Gramzoni, and Milic, along with Max Peterson and Charlstrom. We went to the face-off back. Max gets it, rings it around the near side board, far side boards. Gramzoni tries to pass it up. Completes the pass to Schulte. Schulte carries it in. Pass it over to Milic. Milic still has it knocked off his stick. Goes into the corner. Gramzoni swoops in to help out. Puck goes back behind the goaltender. Owatonna coming up with it. Owatonna tries to pass it out. Intercepted by Drew. Drew battles, comes up with the win. Drops it back. Goes to Max. Max sends it back behind the goaltender. Owatonna coming up with it though. They send it to the near side boards. Puck bounces out front. And Owatonna able to get it out of the zone. Comes all the way back. And it's a race to get there first. Charlstrom flying back there to get there. He gets there just in time. Gets a stick on it. Bangs it off the boards. Gets it up to Drew. Drew passes it over to Schulte. Schulte loses it to his own feet momentarily. Able to regain possession of it though. Tries to drop it back to Drew, but Drew couldn't hang on. Max holds the zone. Oh, and it pops out, and they're going to have to regroup here. Charlstrom going back to pick it up as it pops into our zone. Charlstrom has it. Tries to throw it off the boards, but that's going to go the distance of the ice, and we'll get an icing on that one. Kind of wish they would have came to this side of the ice. The weak side of the ice, get your head up, look for a good pass close to the weak side of the ice and get a rush going the other direction versus dumping along the boards there.
Yeah, spread it out a little bit. Use the full sheet.
Face-off coming at defensive zone draw. Owatonna comes up with it, but Stewart comes flying, and Stu now brings it into the zone, passes it right over to Ross. He just can't connect with anything, and Owatonna comes up. That was a great try. And they come in off sides, and we'll get a neutral zone face-off. Face-off goes to OWATONNA. They carry it in the zone. They go right out in front. Centering. They bring it back over to the near side corner. Comes back behind Jake. Shot from the corner. Centered, but nobody could connect on it. Puck now goes back behind to the near side corner. Carlin's there. Battle along the near side boards. Carlin and Stewart battling for it. Carlin comes up with it, passes it over to Stewart. Stewart just gets leveled. They are going to call that, and we're going to go on a power play for a check. OWATONNA, that was a deliberate check against Stu. 7:13 left of the second period. Maybe we'll get our first look at a shot on goal.
Yeah, he's going to try something here. I like this.
Let's see what he's going to do here.
He's going to pull Ross off and throw Schulte out there.
Yeah, we got Pitzel, Stewart, Schulte, along with Thomas and Norman out there. Schulte's dropping back to right D. Vaughn went up to wing. OWATONNA comes up with it. They're able to get it out of the zone. Liam grabbing this. He redirects, comes back the other direction. Carries it cross ice. Pass it over to Stewart. Stewart, pass it over to Schulte. Schulte still has it. Into the corner he goes, drops it back to Vaughn.
Walk.
Vaughn, pass it back to Schulte. I wish he'd have ripped that one. Schulte drops it to Pitzel behind the net. He goes down, but is able to give it back to Schulte before he loses it. Vaughn trying to hold the zone. OWATONNA able to get it back out. Stewart racing. They force it deep into the zone. Liam's back there. OWATONNA's first to it, tries to center. Stewart gets there and grabs it. He's going to carry it out of the zone. Fans on a pass attempt. Dumps it up the boards, goes in deep into the OWATONNA zone. Still not a shot on goal. Still without a shot on goal. This is crazy. Stewart has it pop out on him. He gets it, passes it back to Liam. Liam goes cross ice over to Vaughn. Vaughn circles around, passes it over to Schulte. Pitzel swoops in, grabs it. Carries it into the zone, loses it at his feet though, as OWATONNA got a stick on it. Goes back to Liam. Liam battling, and he snapped his damn stick.
Oh my
Son
God.
of a bitch. That's within 30 days at least.
That's warranty.
It's still within 30 days. Vaughn grabs it, passes it up to Stewart. Stewart gets it to Schulte. They get it up to Stewart. Stewart comes back into the zone, passes it over to Pitzel. Pitzel tries to center, goes up and over. Schulte grabs it, gives it back over to Pitzel. Comes back to Max. Max keeps it in. No more power play as they're back on full strength. Pitzel's got it back behind. Redirects, comes back around. He's just looking for a good passing option. Found Schulte, but he was on his backhand. Couldn't do much of that, and it dribbles all the way out. Max tries to bring it back in, but Schulte gets caught off sides, and we'll get a whistle in the center of the ice.
I don't know if that backhand hit the net, did it?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it was up and over.
I don't think so. I think it went up and over. I still don't think we have a shot. It's crazy.
Yeah, you would have liked to see Norm walk that one in, and let's just get one on goal here and crash the net.
Yeah. Face-off goes over the far side boards. Green's going to be there to try to stop him. Schulte steps in to help. Our Stone tried to help out. OWATONNA able to still get it in. Michael grabs this. Redirects it, gives it to Ike. OWATONNA able to come back up with it, though. Keeps the zone. They drive it back behind Jake. Tries to wrap it around, but Jake's there. Rebound out in front. Shot gets deflected up and over the net. Goes into the near side corner. As Stone picks this up and carries it out. He's going to cut wide and enter the zone. He's got the speed. Shot. Oh, and I don't think that was
just wide.
Just wide. Still no shot. Olsen trying to hold the zone. OWATONNA though coming up with it. They're going to exit the zone. Michael gets a stick on it. Deflects it over. Green trying to help out. OWATONNA fans on a shot attempt. Rebound out front. Another shot gets deflected into the corner. Jake again standing on his head. What are we up to? 25 shots on goal now. Stone comes out, passes it over to Green. It's just a little far out of his reach. Green actually catches up, gives it to Ike. Ike with the shot.
And they score!
What a play by the boys. Let's take another look at that one.
It only takes one shot.
It only takes one, John. And we needed it. Our first shot on goal. I think it was a save, and then the rebound, they finally got it in.
It's 2. We're 50% in shots, scoring shots.
That goaltender's save percentage is not looking too good today.
Well, I think he was tired back there. Or bored. He hadn't seen a shot in 25 minutes.
Unbelievable. Schulte will take the face-off again. Face-off's one back to Carlin. Carlin gives it to Kraus. He feeds it to Milic. Milic goes back to Schulte in the middle. Schulte battling through here. Milic comes in, supports, grabs it, cycles it back into the corner. Milic comes out with this temporarily. Oh, and Owatonna's able to grab a hold of it. Battle continues. Owatonna grabs a hold of this. They carry it out of the zone. Owatonna brings it in. Centers. Jake deflects it back into the corner, though. And we get it out of the zone as Schulte's after it. Owatonna with a good move. Deceives Schulte there a little bit and able to bring it back out of the zone. Owatonna carries it in. Carlin's on it, though, and forces it into the corner. Great stick by Carlin. The two boys go down in the corner. It's a big scrum in the corner. Can't even tell what's going on here. Huge scrum. Players are falling left and right. They finally get it open. Owatonna grabs it, pass it back to the point. They wait. Shot saved by Jake. Jake again standing on his head to keep this game our lead. Unbelievable performance by Jake.
Jake is having a day.
I don't think I've ever seen a game like this for Jake. But you got to adjust the score here.
Oops, I was doing penalties. Wrong call.
Yeah,
yep.
There we go. Pitzel will take the face off. Face off won by Owatonna. Comes back to the point. They cycle it back in behind Jake. Kraus is back there. He's going to beat them to it. Carries it over. Passes it up to Stewart. Stewart gives it to Pitzel. Pitzel carries it in. Tries to get it over to Ross, but Owatonna intercepts. Oh, and Kraus. He's going to the box on a Jake with a save, deflects it up and over. Delayed penalty coming as Owatonna's goalie exits the ice. Owatonna brings it back into the zone. We still haven't had possession of this. They center it. They keep possession of it. They circle it back behind Jake. Boys continuing to try to grab it, and we finally touch it. I don't know if I agree with that whistle. I think that shouldn't have been.
I'm not sure. Is he taking 2 of them? Oh, he's taking 2 of them.
Is he?
Owatonna's going to go to the box too.
Owatonna's going too? All right. I like it. 4-on-4 hockey.
Those shouldn't be coincidentals.
Face-offs coming in the defensive zone here. Liam's talking to the enemy. I can only imagine the conversation being had by these guys.
I mean, again, I like us 4. Oh, they're going to go 5-on-5.
Yeah, they are. Now they are, yeah. No, yeah, oh yeah, it's back 5-on-5. Stone will take the face-off. Wins it over to Ike. Ike tries to cut through the middle. Maintaining puck possession, tries to cut around. Unfortunately, they has it chipped off his stick. Owatonna picks it back up, carries it back around. They pass it over to the near side boards. Pops all the way out. Liam's going to be first to it. Liam carries it back behind Jake. He decides to redirect, comes back around. Pass it over, gets it to Stone. Stone carries it through neutral ice. Takes a shot, has it deflected up and into the netting, and we get a whistle. Minute 52 left of the second period. 27 shots on goal to 2 shots on goal.
It's, I mean, we have capitalized on the shots we've had.
Finally got Liam to look at me, give him the signal, put his damn mouthpiece in his mouth.
It has been dangling out there.
I don't know why he does it. Only kid with at least dangling inside to hide. Stone wins it back to Liam. Liam passes it up to Ike as he had players barreling down at him. Ike tries to take a shot, but it goes wide. Owatonna comes up with it in the near side corners. Ike carrying it out of the zone. Owatonna carrying it out of the zone. Cuts right out to the middle. Jake got his blocker on that, deflected it up onto the boards. Green grabs it on the corner. He redirects, brings it back behind Jake. Redirects again. Tries to pass it out of the zone, but Owatonna intercepts. They're able to hold the zone. Vaughn steps in to try to battle. Green comes up with this, tries to pass it to Stone, but the pass off his mark. Owatonna holds the zone. Goes back into the corner. Bond picks this up, passes it to Stone, and we're going to be able to finally exit the zone. He passed it up to Ike. Ike gets on. Ike just loses the handle on the puck. He gets it back, gives it back to Stone. Stone, though, has somebody come up behind him and strip him of it. Ike now battling on the near side boards. Stone stepping in, trying to help. Liam grabs it, and he has it stripped as that player was flying as he came in behind. Max, though, with a beautiful play, forces a tough angle shot for OWATONNA, and Jake comes up with it, and we get a whistle.
Oh, there's going to be a penalty here. I'm not sure who it's on.
Yeah, I'm not certain either. Looks like on us. Is it Liam going? No, Stone's going to the box. Not certain what happened. I didn't even catch the call. Did you catch the call by chance?
No.
Yeah.
It had to be a slash or a rough or something.
Face-off will be taken by Schulte. He's got support from Isaac, Max, and Carlin. Face-off is won by OWATONNA. They bring it back to the point. They go cross ice to the other side. Their other D takes a shot. Saved by Jake. Scramble out front, but I think Jake's got a hold of that. Oh, and Ike takes exceptions to the whacking here as they were slashing at Jake, and our boys are not tolerating that.
He's going to take them both here.
I think so, as he should. I mean, they were whacking, and Schulte and 41 from OWATONNA both going to the box. Stewart's going to jump on the ice. OWATONNA parents are getting angry. You can hear them over there yelling and screaming.
No, they're losing.
I heard. Screw it, the goalies, though. This is what happens, and our boys are going to defend just like they would defend their goaltender.
Yeah, I mean, goalies, that's how they get hurt. So keep them out of there.
OWATONNA wins the face-off. Ike was in the safe face-off dot. Shot from the point. Jake deflects it back. Max picks it up, carries it back behind. OWATONNA has a player hit the invisible trip line. Stewart grabs it, carries it out of the zone. Stewart comes flying in, makes it his way out, shot. Oh, what a play by Stewart, just can't get anything. Oh, and Ike's going to go to the box now for a check, as he definitely leaned into that one. Take another look at that play here. Oh, I caught the replay, just caught Stewart's shot, and then you can see Ike, though, come in and hit him, and we're going to go down. We're going to be, should be 3-on-4. They're going to pull their goalie, too. 3 seconds left.
I love this. This is my kind of coach.
Smart play is OWATONNA will be without their goalie. They'll have, what are they going to have? They're going to have 6 players on the ice, and we got 3. Crucial moment here. Stewart, looks like Max and Carlin are out on the ice.
This should go forward. They don't have time to go backwards.
3.2 seconds left of the second period. Stewart wins it and clears the zone. What a big play by Stewart. And we get the buzzer. Beautiful play by Stewart. Wins it and just sends it out.
Well, surprising twist here. 3 shots on goal and 1 found the back.
Take it.
Get shots, as they say.
Good goaltending.
Yeah, great goaltending today.
30 shots on goal, Jake.
30 shots. A lot of them point blank. He's playing great.
Take a look at that scoreboard here. You can see the time frame. We're going to be 5-on-3 here.
We got a full minute here.
Yeah.
5-on-3.
52 seconds left of Stones. 1:26 left of Isaac. So it's going to be a rough goal.
Play that inside triangle. Keep the shots to the outside.
I'm really hoping that Coach Pickett's deciding to put his biggest 3 boys out there. Let's not screw around. This is going to be a crucial moment here. This is going to be a challenge. It looks like Max is out there practicing face-off wins, but Stewart's going to take the face-off, I'm guessing. The boys look awfully crowded over there in the penalty box.
The penalty box is getting busy.
There's 3 boys in there.
What do you think they're saying to each other right now?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I'd like to be mic'd up over there.
They're keeping each other warm. So he's all in there. That Stone, Isaac, and then Kraus, correct? Or is it Schulte? No, it's Schulte.
They're gonna. Is Coincidental coming out here? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Schulte's exiting. Oh, now they're calling him back in. Yeah, Schulte's gonna have to. Well, maybe not. They're getting both the Coincidentals out. Schulte and 41 from OWATONNA will get back on the bench. Stewart, Max Peterson, and Von Norman will be your 3 to take this opening shift. 12 minutes left of hockey here. Stewart wins it back to Von. Von tries to get it over. Battle along the boards. OWATONNA comes up with it. They carry it into the zone. Von pushing him out of the outside. Stays on him. He redirects back the other direction. Maintains possession of the puck back behind Jake. Circles out front. Looking for passing options. Brings it around the corner. Passes it over to the far side. Shot, but right into Jake's belly. You're going to have to do better than that to beat Jake.
That was a great triangle. I mean, that shot was almost down at the dot. And against Jake, those are not going to go in.
No. You gotta get him moving side to side. Stewart's going to take the face-off again. Goes over to OWATONNA. They drop it back over. Oh, and they almost fumble. They cycle it back in. Shot hits traffic in front. I believe it hit Max. Another shot. Rebound goes wide, though. OWATONNA maintains possession of this in the near side corner. Looking for passing options. Norman and another player go down in front. And our boys come up with it. And Stewart exits the zone. He's got the speed. He cuts wide. Brings it in. 4 seconds left to Stone's penalty. Puck comes back out. Liam's going to drop back and pick this up.
30 seconds left.
Liam chips it over, trying to get it out of the zone. Not certain where he was going to, though, but got it out of the zone. And OWATONNA brings it back in off sides. We needed that.
Ooh, that usually gives the boys a little boost of confidence here. You kill off one of those.
And only 23 seconds now left of Ike's penalty kill. We have a little bit different lineup here. Kraus and Hamas out there together. Who's in the face-off circle there? Is that Schulte and who's at his right wing?
Green, maybe? Will Pitzel.
Oh, Will. Yep. Liam grabs it, passes it over to Kraus. Kraus passes it out of the zone, or tries to get it out of the zone. OWATONNA able to hold here. Puck finally bounces back out. OWATONNA has possession. They're going to bring it back in. Goes into the corner. Liam's going to be first to it. He rings it around the boards. Comes over to the near side corner. OWATONNA's first to it, though. Pressure, though, by Schulte. OWATONNA able to hold. They bring it right out in front. Scrambled. We're back 5-on-5 now, though. As Ross is now on the ice. OWATONNA maintaining puck possession. Shot hits traffic out front. Schulte picks it up as it was a loose in front of the net. He chips it off the boards, gets it out. Comes up to Ross. Ross cross ice over to Pitzel. He's on his backhand, carries it in. Oh, and they just get a stick on it and knock the puck off his stick. Comes back. Schulte with his shot just goes wide. Ross is first to it, grabs it, sends it back around, but OWATONNA comes up with it. Schulte pressures. Oh, and who is that? Yeah, Pitzel with a beautiful diving play to try to keep his own. Carlin's going to pick this up.
A little more effort here in this third period.
Yeah, he sends it over to Liam. Liam redirects, battles, sends it up the boards. It's going to land on OWATONNA's stick, though. Goes back over cross ice. They carry it back in. Shot goes wide and hits the boards in behind. It goes all the way around, comes out of the zone. Ross racing for it, but OWATONNA's going to be first to it.
Gotta stop reaching. Move your feet. Move your feet.
Carlin dropping back, trying to grab it. OWATONNA comes up with it, brings it back behind, tries to wrap it around. Jake, though, with a great save, gets a pad on it. Puck comes back to the point. Isaac Olsen coming and trying to grab it. OWATONNA able to hold still. Puck on the near side board. Stone is back there battling. Steps up as Schulte trying to help out. Scrum still, finally pops out, goes back behind the net. Liam picks it up, carries it back over, tries to backhander it, and he's going to get it out of the zone. No icing it. Comes out of the zone. We get some fresh defensemen out there as we get Max fresh off the boards. Oh, and OWATONNA comes in, takes a shot, and another beautiful save by Jake as he just gloves it down. You got to do more than that if you're expecting to get one by Jake here.
I mean, we got to win the puck battles. They're beating us to the puck. They have possession.
8:40 left of the game. Stone will take the face-off here. OWATONNA comes up with it, tries to cut right on front. Shot saved by Jake again. Puck goes in the far side corner. Michael battling for it, disrupts it. Continues to battle, pops out, goes to OWATONNA, tries to center, goes back behind Jake, comes to the near side boards. Green's going to pick it up. Green passes it cross ice, trying to get to Ike, intercepted by OWATONNA. They bring it back in. Michael disrupts their play, but OWATONNA able to keep possession, bring it in, slide it over. They try to give it a cross ice pass right in front, but they miss. Goes into the corner. They drop it back to the point. Shot gets deflected up and falls down right beside Jake, and Jake able to get a cover on that one.
We got to find a little pep in our step here.
Man, OWATONNA is adding a lot of pressure. So Schulte's going to take your face off. Gramzoni and Drew Milich are out there along with Thomas and Norman, your D-mates. Face-off won by OWATONNA. Shot right from the face-off, and Jake gloves that one down. We get another whistle. Schulte again. Face-off one back to Vaughn. Vaughn battling in the back in the corner. Comes back. OWATONNA has it. Centers. Oh, and they just can't get a stick on that. Liam battling here. Pops out. Goes to Drew. Drew grabs it. Tries to get it off the boards. Schulte picks it up. Carries it through the neutral zone. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. What is that, our fourth shot on goal?
Fourth shot on goal.
Puck comes back out of the zone. Milich disrupts. Schulte grabs it, dumps it back in. Nobody's really going that hard. Gramzoni and Drew are not going hard after that. I don't know what we're doing here. Gramzoni finally picks it up. Nope, loses it to OWATONNA. Drew's going to be able to grab this. Throws it. Oh, and he hit the side of the net.
Outside of the netting. I saw it move.
I did too. Drops it back, gets it to Norman. Norman battling to hold. He's able to dump it in, but OWATONNA intercepts and able to bring it back out. OWATONNA picks it up, carries it back along the blue line, and they bring it back in the zone. Vaughn's there to battle. OWATONNA player goes down. Vaughn sends it back behind Jake, goes over to Gramzoni. Graham passes it over to Schulte. Schulte carries it through the neutral ice, comes up. Another shot saved by their goaltender. Rebound goes to Drew. Drew carries it back and around. Loses it to OWATONNA though, as they are able to chip it away. Stewart, fresh off the bench, disrupts their play, almost able to hold it there. Comes back out. Krause picks it up. He's fresh off the bench. He cross ices it over to Carlin. Carlin tries to pass it up, but has it intercepted. Hitzel trying to get in the action now. Who's that? Carlin trying to battle there. Can't keep it out though, and OWATONNA brings it back in. Oh, what is that going on? How are we not getting a call on that on Pitzel? He just boarded Pitzel and pinned him to the boards like that.
Boarding, holding, cross-checking.
Like, what the heck? How are we not getting a call? Puck goes into the corner. Stewart's battling. OWATONNA comes up with it, exits the zone. Carlin and Krause are back. Krause forcing him to take a weak shot, and Jake is able to make an easy save. He covers. 5:44 left of the game. 37 shots on goal to 5. Pitzel will take the face-off. OWATONNA wins it, takes a shot, rips it, hits traffic in front. Carlin grabs it, passes it out of the zone, but that's going to go the distance of the ice. And we get the whistle for icing. Crazy action in this game.
This has been one-sided all the way, other than the scoreboard.
It's crazy. Can't believe we're at where we are. Pitzel's going to stay on the ice with Stewart and Ross. Max Peterson and Liam now out. Pitzel wins it back. OWATONNA though steals it before it could get to Liam. OWATONNA tries to center it from back behind. Can't find anybody though. Pitzel carrying it out. Stewart comes in, and Stu goes down. And we get called on offsides.
5:20 left. At least it's on this side of the red line.
Yeah.
Let's get it deep and get to work here.
How to do something here. We finally win the face-off. Goes back over to Liam. Liam trying to battle. Oh, Liam picks this up. Liam decides to carry it. Cuts over to the middle of the ice. Loses it though. Oh, dangerous play if you'd have just passed the damn puck. Max saves him though. Isaac brings it back in. Takes a shot, saved by the goaltender. Doesn't know where it's at. Comes loose. Goes back behind the goaltender. Puck bounces out. Race to get back. Max does a beautiful job and takes away the opportunity. Passes it to neutral ice to Green. Green gives it to Olsen. Olsen carries it in. Olsen with a shot save as he didn't have much on that one. They get it back to the blue line. Boys trying to hold. Lots of traffic here on the near side board. Olsen comes up with it, tries to pass it to Stone, but Stone was covered. He had two guys' sticks on him. That was never going to work. Peterson grabs it, dumps it back into the zone. Goes up behind the goaltender. Stone picks it up. They drop it back, goes to Norman. Norman rips it, hits a player out in front. Comes to the near side boards, goes into the corner. Gonna be able to come back to Vaughn. Vaughn takes another shot, hits the goalie, save into the corner. OWATONNA picks it up, and they get it out of the zone. Goes to Charlstrom. Charlstrom passed it over to Norman. Norman gave it to Green and tried to do a one-tap, but OWATONNA got it in it. Puck comes back out. OWATONNA picks this up. Stone's back there to defend. He forces him into the corner. And Stone with a great stick as Charlstrom gets there, dumps it around. Milic dumps it off the boards, gets it into the OWATONNA zone.
Empty net.
Empty net now, yeah. Puck comes back over here. Kraus is going to pick it up. Banks it off the boards. Scramble here. OWATONNA grabs it. They carry it into the zone. Carlin is there, or Charlstrom's there. Chips it off the boards, comes back out to neutral ice. They go across ice. Bold move to pull your goalie this early, but especially when you've been playing that good. Action up front. OWATONNA can't get a shot off. Goes into the corner. Kraus grabs it, tries to dump it out of the zone. OWATONNA able to hold. They dump it back into the corner. 2:48 left of the game. Battle along the near side boards. Puck finally pops out to Milic. Milic tries to shoot it. OWATONNA got a stick on that. That was going to be a dangerous shot. Puck comes back into OWATONNA. Carlin gets a stick on it. He turns around, tries to shoot, but he fans on it. Bryson takes a shot, hits traffic in front, pops down in this neutral ice or center ice. And we get an offsides. We get a neutral zone face-off. See if they leave their goalie out. Yeah, they're gonna keep their goalie off the ice still.
I mean, they're confident. The number of shots we've had.
Yeah, I mean, 38 to 8 shots. Pitzel will take the face-off. Pressure's on. He wins the face-off, goes back to Max. Max sends it down the link. Oh, and it's just wide, and we get an icing.
I know all the boys want that one, but you really don't want to change your style of play. You want possession.
Yeah.
If you get across the red line, you can fire it, but now you give them possession.
This is what they want.
This is what they want. They want the face-off in our zone.
Pitzel will take the face-off. Let's see if he can come up with it. Crucial face-off. Goes to OWATONNA. Shot. Save and rebound right on front. Jake still got it. Closed the door on him. And they're jamming away.
Come on, Will. You got to win these face-offs. Put one of the other guys in there to take these draws.
Action was out front. The boys started pushing. Refs are talking to everybody. I'm not certain what's going on. I think they're just going to warn everybody. We'll get a defensive zone draw. Pitzel will be in there. Face-off one to the point. They cross ice. They take a shot. Jake sees it all the way. Covers. Scramble up front. Jake's got it, and they're just blowing each other up. Let's take another look at that replay. Not certain if anybody's going to go to the box off of that one.
They're going to take Will. He's got an attitude problem. He had one in the beginning.
Minute 59 after this. this game. Probably not where we need to be, 6-on-4.
I mean, I don't know how these guys can't blow the whistle. We can't see it. There's no way they can see that puck.
No.
Alex Wicks broke his hand 3 years ago in that exact same situation. Guys whacking away at the glove. You got to blow the whistle.
One of the refs is talking to Coach Pickett over here. Coach Pickett not liking something. We're going to get the face-off though, and that's sort of what's going on. I think we got a timeout by our team. Oh, what an exciting finish!
Oh man, they're going to have to battle here for 2 minutes.
42 shots on goal to 8 now. Crazy. I'm glad you're keeping track of the shots on goal.
It's kind of fun
because it adds a lot of new depth to it. You know, I hate when they don't put it on the boards. This scoreboard here doesn't have even a spot for it, but there's so many parents that run that and they don't keep track, and parents
that just goes to show how big of a game Jake's having.
Oh,
you know, it really
incredible.
shows. And of those 8 shots, 5 of them were just long shots on the ice that kind of dribbled on the goalie.
Minute 30 penalty to kill here with still a minute 59 left of the game. So
he's going to bring the big boys here at Norm.
This is a crucial moment. Our boys come back out. Yeah, all the big boys are out. We have Stone Schulte with Max Peterson and Von Norman out there. I think that's the right decision. Stone will take the face-off. He's battling, tries to get it through the goaltender's or the ref's legs. Shot saved by the post.
Hits the post. We'll give Jake credit
on the boards, and that's going to come out. Just Schulte is pressuring him. He wants this one bad. If he can get a turnover here, he gets it, fires. Oh, and it hits the player in front. Comes back out. Max gets it. Just keep it out. Pass it over.
Gotta go deep.
Goes to Stone. Stone fires it, and he scores. The boys come out with it. Let's take a look at that one.
That's the intensity that we know we can get out of these boys.
The boys are over at the bench. Everybody's coming together to celebrate.
Well, you still got to hold them off here. You got a minute and a half left.
They're gonna leave their goalie off the ice. They still have an empty net now. Stone will take the face off. We're still shorthanded here. Puck goes back over to Max. Max rings it around the boards. Stone's going to be first to it. Stone battling in the corner. OWATONNA's got 3 players on him, though. Vaughn steps in to help out. Can't give up too much. They try to center, and Jake covers with his glove. Oh, Jake.
Spot on today. He's seeing the puck. He's covering the puck.
Stone will take the face off again. He wins it back to Norm. Norm's able to dump it all the way down, but that will be an icing. And coming back at us. Vaughn didn't even move. His dad's taught him well.
Just stay and be ready.
Stone again taking the face off. He wins it again. OWATONNA, though, swoops in and tries to grab it. Shot hit Jake in the glove, bounces back into the corner. Stone grabs it, tries to get it on the boards. OWATONNA goes over to their point. Shot sails through, but Jake saw that one all the way at 2 and comes up with another incredible save. 29 seconds left of this penalty kill.
Less than a minute to go.
We're going to trade 2 big boys for 2 more. Stewart and Olsen coming out on the ice. Vaughn and Max going to remain out there.
OWATONNA's got the little guys out there.
Isaac's going to take the face off. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're their fast, shifty players. Ike wins it back, gets it over to Max. OWATONNA strips him, though. They cycle out in front, takes the shot, and Jake sees it, saves, bounces out front. Oh, and he closes the door on a wraparound. We get a whistle. What a play by Jake to slide over, and he slammed that door.
So quick, so quick. That was
I got to watch that one again. That was incredible.
Are the viewers at home seeing the replays too?
Yeah, they get to see them all. Yeah, oh yeah. It records it all in the live, and they can hear us talking then during it. One game it stopped working all audio when I was doing the replays, and I'm not certain why. Hopefully it's working today.
The new setup has been spot on.
Yeah. Isaac's going to take the face-off again. Face-off won by OWATONNA. They go cross ice, D to D. Shot saved by Jake again, and he covers again. Incredible performance by Jake right now.
Almost 50 shots here today.
48 shots on goal. Wow. Isaac's taking the face-off. A little scrum between Norman. Face-off one over to the corner. Stewart's there, grabs it, tries to get it out of his own. He's able to clear it. It's going to dribble through. I think it's going to be off, though. Yeah, it's going to be about 5 feet to the right of the net, and it's going to be an icing. 28 seconds left of the game. We just now killed the penalty, so we're back 5-on-5. Crucial that they play their game now. Let's see who he puts out here. It looks like Pitzel's back out on the ice again. Isaac, Stewart, Norman, and Max. Face-off is won. Oh, and Stewart fans on the shot attempt. OWATONNA offered some pressure. They go cross ice in the neutral zone. Stewart intercepts a pass. And puck goes over to Carlin again. Or no, I'm sorry, Pickett. Stewart tries to take out Pickett a second time. 13 seconds left of the game. Man, my anxiety's through the roof right now, John. What's that? My anxiety's through the roof.
I know. This has been a long minute and a half here.
So many play stops. Pitzel will take the face-off in the neutral zone. Wins it back. OWATONNA comes rushing. Max throws.
Good play by Max.
Banks it off the boards. Isaac's coming in to forecheck it. OWATONNA gets there first. Sends it up the boards again. They bring it in the zone. Stewart, and we get the buzzer, and we're gone. Jake with a shutout. 48 saves. Player of the game by far is Jake. The boys come out to celebrate this incredible victory. I mean, the way we played, we didn't deserve this win except for Jake.
Jake got
every
that
second
one.
of that win.
I mean, he
Jake
was in control back there and absolutely shut these guys down.
Jake with a massive shutout. Insane performance by Jake.
Well, it's nice to end on a win. 3-1 this weekend. That's not too bad.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take 5th place.
Yeah,
Right?
5th place. Is there a little hardware? It doesn't look like it.
Even the refs give him a fist bump on that one. Well, hopefully Liam remembers to grab both ends of the stick. We need the whole stick.
The whole stick for the warranty.
Yeah. Prayers circle in the middle, and we'll be all done for the game. I gotta make sure Pickett knows. I'm gonna go yell at him. We'll end this.